A magical pet store is open, but the good pets are too expensive. What magical pets you find in the discount section? A parrot that repeats your thoughts. I would be terrified of having one of those. I don't need a parrot making my family concerned. Also, imagine owning one as a therapist, lol. Bronk yak yak, does he ever shut up? I hope this doesn't make me late for my lunch date. Oh god, he's wrapping up. I need to pull some advice out of my ass, Brock. Therapist. Theraparrot. Oh, why'd I buy this vexing bird? A discount parrot, say the third. I should have known it seemed amiss, and now instead I'm stuck with this. It speaks your thoughts. It isn't nice to hear the words inside you twice. And every day, I can't forget I should have bought another pet. It isn't cool. It isn't fun. I've had enough. I think I'm done. That talking parrot's out of luck. I think I'll cook him up and duck. A raccoon that does the dishes for you but has an attitude about it. This is my roommate. Eats trash, dark circles under eyes, steals food, complains about work. You want a roommate? Hashtag X200B, edit. Thanks for the silver, friendo. A peg rock that teleports wherever you are. Wrap it in wire and attach it to your keychain. Wouldn't it just teleport out of the wrap, though? Use it in a slingshot for infinite ammo. What if it returns halfway? With full momentum. If this is the case, then if you're careful, you could get it to orbit you at ridiculously high speed. This is my safe place. Do not enter. An old griffin with type 2 diabetes and separation anxiety. Can it still fly, or does it jump from stuff, flap its wings twice, land, and start wheezing? That's one of the main problems with discount griffins. A wise talking owl, but it only tells you random useless facts. Well, as long as it finally tells me how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. So, as a kid, I once tried to empirically find the number of licks it took to get to the center. The number I came up with was roughly 1,200 licks, give or take 5 over 3 trials. Yet I don't have the patience to do that now, and I certainly didn't then. Bravo to you. A cat with telekinesis. It only uses its power to knock stuff off of tables. So the usual. Worse, it has telekinesis. With a regular house cat, you can actively keep it off of shelves and desks and avoid getting stuff knocked off. With telekinesis, that no longer matters, and anything it wants down comes down. On the plus side, flies, crickets, spiders, etc. are all doomed, since the hunter now has telekinesis. Those birds it sees through the window but can't figure out how to catch, those are getting force choked by this cat. Darth Gideus. A chameleon that inverts their surroundings' colors. You could make a lot of money with one of those with stoners. A dragon that's terrified of heights and hoards old newspapers. That sounds adorable, and like the start of a great sitcom. A frog that sings and dances, but never performs for audiences of more than one. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Hashtag oh baby telephone, and tell me on your own. Croak. A bunny that lights small fires every time he sneezes. He has no control over his power in a mild case of hay fever. I'm buying this bunny. Rob Schneider dressed as a dog. Rob Schneider is a dog. Rated PG-13-. Thanks for the silver. He's about to find out that life's not so easy when you're a carrot. The derp de teetly derp dumb. A rat that can cook like in ratatouille, but it can only make really simple meals like mac and cheese and ramen. Popular among stoners and students. A goldfish with legs. But it can't breathe out of water. Edit. In my mind I was picturing tiny human legs on a goldfish. I should have mentioned that. Get him a wheel like a hamster to run on. Or little flippers and tiny scuba gear, but the tanks have water in them. Wernstrom. A shape-shifting snake, but it can only shift into other long cylindrical shapes like garden hoses, sticks, penises, and of course signposts. Edit. Thanks for the silver, amigo. Sounds like it would be a popular sex toy. Do not shove the magical snake in your asshole and or vagina. You're not my snake hole supervisor. There's a snake in my cooch. A sassy cat that adds commentary to your life decisions. Edit. Missed a word. Already had its own TV show called Sabrina. God damn it, I'd give my left arm for a Salem. Snails that grow bigger when salt is poured on them. What if one made its way to the ocean? And thus the legend of the Leviathan was born. A dog that sheds hair that immediately becomes another dog. That's the opposite of a problem. Edit. Thank you for all the upvotes and the silver. They're all chihuahuas. Calm down, this isn't sleep. Hypnotoad. All glory to Hypnotoad. The talking dog sounds like Fran Drescher. Every time you come home. Hello, Mr. Sheffield. I heard that from over here. Tiny, wingless dragons, they still spew fire. So a fire-breathing lizard. Mushu, basically. Dragon. DRA gone. Not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing. Exactly. I'd love them more if they were all like Mushu. A horny koalator. Half koala, half horse. Edit. Top half is koala and bottom half is horse. Koala is scaled up to complement horse size and it's taking a duck ton of steroids. With chlamydia. Obviously. A basilisk who can only temporarily petrify itself. A basilisk with cataracts. A dog that quacks. That would be adored. Misfit love. The Lorax, bitch, complains about everything but is super environmentally conscious. A perpetually floating dog. You think it's great, right? Wrong. First, it can't fly. It just floats randomly. Second, it will use the bathroom in midair. Not fun. Also, it can't run on its own. It just flails in the air. So you have to put it on a leash to bring it anywhere, and have to be careful so it doesn't, I don't know, slam into a wall. Plus, you have to figure out how to get the dog exercise when it's unable to run. And you have to make sure it can't get into cabinets up above a counter. And keep it away from the table when you're eating. Good luck. But you could just put a weighted jacket on the dog and then you have normal dog. It magically floats. You just made a floating dog with more inertia. The implications of this are interesting. Now I'm imagining a floating dog strapped to the bottom of a battleship so it can float across the desert. I find it interesting that this is where your mind went. I've been a DM for 20 years. My mind always goes to ducked up places. A blobfish that can talk and gives great advice, but it's hard for you to take it seriously because it sounds like Danny DeVito. You mean voiced by Phil, the trainer of Hercules? How could you not take him seriously? Because he's always calling people who are a sphinx. It's just like a regular sphinx, but it tells bad sitcom jokes instead of riddles. Or a centaur. Torso of a human but the body of a skunk. Or a centaur. Torso of a human but the body of a skunk. I'm almost, but not entirely, certain that I have seen this somewhere. Probably in furry art. A clownfish that makes inappropriate jokes at inappropriate times. Sad person to friend if I had one wish, I'd just wish for Charlotte to come back to me the fish. After a pause, in a happy, loud tone I'd wish for a million wishes. A best friend waiting to happen.